Okay, good evening, Chief Lackey and Chief Swinhart. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Well, thank you.
Good. Before we get started, I'd first like to speak directly to our Camas citizens. If you have not got the message yet, if you are still having people over and having parties, if you are not practicing social distance when you have to go out, if you're not taking this seriously, shame on you. Our most vulnerable citizens are reliant on you. Our amazing healthcare professionals are reliant on you. Our first responders are reliant on you. We have to take this seriously, and I'm asking you to please take this seriously. And for those of you that are taking this seriously, I thank you. We have to come together by staying apart, and we can't half-ass this. We have to fully commit to it. And I know it's not the easiest thing, but we need everyone. We need everyone to do it in order for it to work. So with that, Chief Lackey, what are you seeing out there since we last touched base? How are things out there on the street? Do you think that people are taking it seriously as a whole?
Yeah, we're actually in the police department seeing a really good level of compliance with the governor's order. You can tell that traffic is way down around town. Of course, with most of the downtown businesses closed, the downtown core area is kind of devoid of a lot of foot traffic and vehicle traffic. Our 911 call volume is down, which is indicative of a lot of people being home. It's something we see around the holidays, such as like on Christmas or Thanksgiving. So I really believe that the community is doing a pretty good job of trying to comply with the governor's stay home and stay healthy order. Good.
And then I know Governor Inslee talked a little bit about it today as well, but it seems like we're from a business standpoint, everyone seems to be adhering, or you've touched base with a few different folks, but they've been very quick to respond.
Yeah, at 2:00 on Monday, Governor Inslee had a press conference where he and Attorney General Ferguson announced that they really, were looking for businesses to comply with the order, and that there were some procedural steps that could be taken if a business really just out and out refused to comply. But it was really stressed that the first step of all of those measures is with just educating the people of why it's in our state's best interest and our family's best interest to have these businesses that are not essential to go ahead and close, as tough as that is. And so locally, yeah, we've had a few that we've made contact with and maybe dropped off a copy of the governor's order, just so people kind of understand, what the nuances of the order to explain it.
Got it. And from a PPE standpoint or personal protection equipment, do officers have what they need currently?
Our officers do, and that we don't have a large supply. It's a little bit concerning because no one knows how long this thing is going to go, but we definitely have a supply that'll get us through maybe a couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, we got a shipment today through Cressa, which I think is the first distribution that's happened for us anyway, of some N95 masks that have been handed down through the state system. So I can't complain about that, as well as we've had a couple of local providers like a local dentist and Lutz Hardware who came through with some supplies. So we're okay. That's the good news.
Outstanding. And then Chief Swinhart, how are we with PPE for your men and women?
We're doing good for all of our staff. We have enough to outfit our frontline personnel. But as you know, our concerns are similar to, as Chief Lackey said, that we're good right now, but depending on how long this event goes, we may end up having some concerns because our normal channels of distribution are pretty tight with supplies right now. But right now we're doing good.
And how are we from a call volume standpoint, or what are you seeing out in the community?
Well, similar to the police department, our call volume is lower than it is normally this time of year, and I think that a large part of that is because people are choosing to stay home and are not out and about, so we're not seeing the car accidents and that sort of thing that we often do. So, yeah, for us, it's been pretty quiet so far.
Excellent. Anything else, gentlemen, that you'd like to add or to share with the community?
Only just, I'd really like to thank everyone. This is just so critical to first responders and to the people in our medical fields that we follow this advice. It's the best tool that we have right now. And every day that we get through it's another successful day. So I want to, on behalf of all the men and women of the Camas Police Department just really thank everybody, whether you're a citizen or a business.
Yeah, I concur as well. I can't thank everyone enough for how much everyone has stepped up. And again, it is scary because it's a reminder that you don't have to have the symptoms necessarily to pass this on. And right now, the best tool that we have is to stay at home and to protect each other. So thank you, Chief Lackey. Thank you, Chief Swinhart. And we will talk with you gentlemen very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.